In this week's episode, we're going over 8 steps you need to take today if you're retiring in 2022. Let's get started. Hey there, this is Patrick King with Prana Wealth. On this channel, we show you how to retire well. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to check out our free retirement resources at pranawealth.com/resources. If you've considered retiring in 2022, you're certainly not alone. More and more people are choosing to step away from work while they're active and healthy. If you're considering retirement in 2022, there's plenty you can do today to prepare. Here are 8 ways to get ready for a life after work. Number 1, start a checklist. I'm a huge fan of checklists. If you've never read the Checklist Manifesto, I highly recommend it. While I always joke around about being a recovering engineer, maintaining checklists for all of my business processes and personal projects help me keep things organized and consistent. Your checklist doesn't have to be a massive spreadsheet or Gantt chart. A written list on a piece of paper will do. In fact, I've made it even easier by creating one for you. Visit my resources page today and download it for free. I'll post a link in the show notes below. Number 2, max out your retirement savings. As you make your final approach, you'll want to increase contributions into your retirement plans if you can, especially if you're watching this before 2021 ends. You can contribute up to $19,500 to your 401k in 2021. That increases to $20,500 in 2022. If you're over age 50, tack on another $6,500 to that number. If you're planning to retire mid-year in 2022, don't forget to adjust your retirement savings accordingly. At the very least, make sure you save enough to get every bit of employer match that's available. Number 3, replenish your emergency fund. Cash isn't sexy, but it sure does come in handy in an emergency. Since you'll be living off your investments, in part or in whole, it's important to have some cash reserves set aside to allow your investments to recover from any emergency expenses or potential market pullbacks that you'll see in the future. A rule of thumb for retirees is to have 6 to 12 months worth of living expenses set aside in cash. If you don't have a good estimate of your retirement living expenses, check out my On Track for Retirement course in my resources page. It outlines a quick and easy way to estimate them. Number 4, plan to consolidate your accounts. As you begin your retirement journey, managing your investments becomes much simpler when you consolidate your accounts. If you have old employer retirement accounts, you may have better and cheaper investment options when you roll them into an IRA. In addition, making strategic and tactical investment decisions becomes easier when like-typed accounts are consolidated into one. However, be careful. Consolidating all accounts isn't right for everyone. For instance, if you're retiring before age 59 1/2, you may want to access your current employer plans using the Rule of 55. Also, there are no 10% penalties for early withdrawals from 457 plans. Each case is different, so get help if you need it. Number 5, review your investment allocation. One of the most difficult aspects of retirement is turning your investments into a monthly paycheck. That also means that you'll be shifting your investment strategy from growth to growth in income if you're retiring in 2022. Check the amount of risk in your portfolio to ensure that it can continue to keep paying you, even if the market goes down. With markets consistently testing all-time highs, there's always a chance we could see a correction at some point in the near future. Would you be able to continue taking withdrawals if the market dropped by 20%? How about 30%? If you're not confident in managing your own investments, a fee-only financial advisor like Prana Wealth may be able to help you. Number 6, make an appointment to update your estate plan. If you haven't updated your estate planning documents within the last 10 years, make an appointment with your attorney to have them refreshed. Most people will need a will, an advance directive for healthcare, and a financial power of attorney. If you have a blended family or unique family dynamics, you may need a trust or other documents. No matter your situation, If you plan on retiring in 2022, now is a good time to update your estate plan. If you don't have an estate planning attorney, you can find a competent one online using ACTEC's Find an Attorney tool. I'll post a link in the show notes below. Number 7, update your beneficiary designations. After you've updated your estate plan, it's time to review the beneficiary designations of your retirement accounts, pensions, annuities, and life insurance policies. These designations should follow the recommendations of your updated estate plan if necessary. If you've gone through a divorce at some point, this can be important. It's not uncommon for an ex to inherit money because these details have been neglected. Number 8, start preparing to leave work for the last time. Finally, it's time to prepare for your last day of work. Specifically, you may want to update your personal contacts if there's anyone you want to stay in touch with after you leave. However, be careful with this. You certainly don't want to run afoul of any non-compete or non-solicit clauses of your employment agreement. You may also want to review your online accounts. Have you used your work email to create any logins for websites that you will need to access after retirement? If so, it's time to start making those changes. Finally, don't forget to move all your personal items back home. However, you may want to wait until it's closer to your last day of work, unless you really just don't care if anyone knows you're retiring. If you're retiring in 2022, you're not alone. After 2020, more and more people are deciding to leave the workforce and enjoy life while they're active and healthy. Even those who enjoy their job are realizing that life is short, and in some cases, they don't need more to be happy. After all, the only person in this world that's responsible for making you happy is you. So are you planning to retire in 2022? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Hey, if you found this video helpful, please help me grow my channel by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to check out our retirement resources at pranawealth.com/resources. If you need help retiring in 2022, then visit us at pranawealth.com to see if we're a good fit. We can and do work virtually with clients all across the US, and we're ready to help you whenever you're ready. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.